What's up, Trailblazers? What's going on? My name is Santiago.
I'm Zandon.
I'm Tori.
Oh, I'm Mr. Herndon.
And Dr. Floyd.
And thank you for coming to our third episode. In case if you haven't noticed, we have two amazing special guests with us today. Let's give them a round of applause, guys. Dr. Floyd and Mr. Herndon, we're so great to have you lovelies here today. If it's all right with you, we'd just like to go ahead and have a couple of questions with you guys, and feel free to just bloom.
Okay.
Well, I'd like to start by asking you both, why exactly did you choose to start working at ECHS?
You've been here longer,
Okay. This is the second school I've ever worked at as a teacher. And both times I've been able to open a new school. And so it was the opportunity for me to open a small school. The first school I was at, we did open it smallish with 900 students, and within 5 years we were at 2,500. The appeal of the AVID program, when I was doing some studies in grad school, I'd read about AVID, and the thought of coming to a school that focused on AVID, and also that middle quartile, people who came from smaller backgrounds like me, just appealed to me, and I've enjoyed being here for all those years, just because of this, partially the smallness of the program, but then the fact that we all across the whole school have a commonality of language through the AVID program.
So I taught middle school for 20 some odd years before I came here. I've always kind of wanted to make that shift to high school, and ever since I've been in Horry County, because I've been here about 10 years, I've looked and waited for a position at this school. And they don't come around often, and when they do, they're usually not in my field. So I was just extremely excited that there was an opening for me. And similar to what Mr. Herndon said, I was a first-gen student myself, and I did not have the luxuries and the opportunities that this school provides. So for me, it was a really great opportunity just to be around students that were like me growing up, but to help encourage them and support them in those opportunities and resources that I didn't have. So for me, I was just super excited to get here, and I don't plan on leaving anytime soon. So.
Where exactly does your love for science stem from?
Well, I'm a curious child. We didn't have a whole lot of money, but the one thing that my mom always made sure I had in my hand was a book. And so just starting to read, explore, my parents, like I said, even though we didn't have a lot of money, every opportunity that they could provide for me, they did. They got me into Girl Scouts, and I got to do different things that way. And I think for me, I've just always had such a deep curiosity about why things do what they do, and how things work, and how it's put together. I love those shows on TV. I'll watch them all day long. So for me, that was kind of what it was. Is like, how does the world around me work? How can I figure this out? And I'm just naturally inquisitive, and I always want to learn. I always want to know something.
For me, I mean, I think part of it is just the curiosity. Like, you know, boys have a reputation of breaking things to see what's inside of it. We would break cars and stuff like that. But I think for me, like in elementary school, it was always, let's see, about 1980 was when the space shuttle program started. And like we would spend like the whole, like I remember we would had the TV on, and maybe it was black and white. We had a TV brought into our classroom, and for like 3 and 4 hours, all we did was watch about the information leading up to the first space shuttle launch. And so like that was like right in that time where you start determining where you're going to go with your life, and like watching that, and then just other science events. You know, that was about time we started worrying about the environment and things like that. So it just all sort of built around that one area going forward.
There's like a little bit of controversy in this question, but what is your opinion on climate change?
I don't have an opinion on climate change.
Yeah, we'll start there.
I look at the data. It is.
This boy said he got this.
You can't disagree with facts. I mean,
Yeah.
you can have an opinion about it, but science is science. And so if you choose to ignore the facts, not believe in the facts, or agree with the facts, well, that's still your opinion. The facts are what the facts are. And you
Yeah.
see impacts of it daily, and you know, people can excuse it away or explain it away with all kinds of things. But I mean, even just in your lifetime, think about differences in extreme weather. Think about the different areas where these extremities are happening that they never used to. I mean, when we've got hurricanes in the mountains of North Carolina, this might be an area of concern. You know, I mean, you just follow weather patterns, go back and look at climate changes over the centuries. You can follow the data and the patterns prove themselves.
Moving back into the school, asking both of you if you could tell us about your advisory and then maybe how they impacted you.
I'll go first, and I want to try my best not to be emotional, because y'all know I'm not really a very emotional person usually. I keep things boxed up. I absolutely love my advisory. They're my first one since I've been here. But we're all super close. We do a lot of things together. When we have family circle, it's not so much a circle as much as just, you know, we're having like our own like little powwow. As they become adults, you know, I'm really hoping that they continue to stay in touch. We've done things outside of school. So when they talk about the family, you know, I don't want to sound like cliche, but I really feel like it is. I mean, these are my kids, you know, and I would do anything for them.
I'm gonna do it.
Sorry, they're my kids. Next.
I'm more of a grumpy old dad than an advisory. Because I'm now with sophomores. It's not, when you're teaching juniors, it's really not until you teach the kids that it really begins to click a little bit better. Now we have some teachers that just like, you know, like would hug everybody. No, not me. I don't want to offense, I'm not hugging you. But I mean, I have a great group. I mean, they're very smart. They challenge me to think. I mean, some of this question, I mean, because they'll ask for help in any topic. I'm like, sure. But I mean, it's trying to mesh personalities. Some people are better at it than others.
Yeah.
But I mean, again, like I said, some do challenge me to think about a lot of different things.
You tell a lot of dad jokes in there.
Define a lot. It's kind of my thing. I'm a dad, so I'm supposed to tell dad jokes.
Yeah. So moving on to something a little more friendly, we'd like to go ahead and ask the both of you, who's your favorite Disney character? And if you don't have a favorite one, who's the character that you relate the most to?
Oh gosh.
I've been thinking on this one.
We're gonna be here for a while, guys.
So like, should I go into all
Well, now, all right. Now, here's my question: does that include live action? Does it animation? Does it include Marvel, Star Wars?
All topics.
All topics.
Pixar.
Pixar, Disney, Pixar.
Yeah, it's on Disney Plus. I think it counts.
See, I'm not the.
See, being in Mr. Herndon's class every day, he knows like
Oh.
every single thing
That's not
about
true.
Disney.
Are you talking about
In
Disney?
Hawaii,
Please
stuff.
don't.
We talked about the hurricane and stuff, and the first thing he goes is, "Where's Mickey gonna go?" and we're
But he also
talking about
proof us that it
Florida.
didn't flood. He showed us
Yes.
the evidence that it was
Critical
actually not
information.
real.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be serious. I mean, those people who were believing that Walt Disney World was under like 6 feet of
Oh,
water.
yeah, we had to analyze the photo.
Yeah, he like, we all thought it was true, and he proved to us that it wasn't.
I mean, no, I mean, favorite Disney character.
2 hours later.
Nothing else because it's got puns in it. Genie from Aladdin.
Genie.
Wow.
I love Genie.
Lots of,
Oh my
I liked all
goodness.
the puns in that.
What about you?
I'm not as well versed in the world of Disney, so just because of my personality, I'd probably pick the Minions. And you can pick whichever one. I mean, first of all,
Universal.
the
You're literally Groot too. I
well,
feel like.
whatever. I don't know.
Universal.
Yeah, the Co. Oh my god.
Well, you know, part of it's stature. You know,
Yeah.
I don't have a lot of, you know, altitude. So, you know, part of it would be that. I have dressed as a Minion before for Halloween, so that was fantastic. By the way, if you wear the right kind of mask, people have no idea that you're, you know, really old. So if you talk right cute, you can still get candy with
Oh my gosh.
Just saying, it works.
Oh my
We
gosh.
actually tested
I don't think
that.
that'll work for Mr.
I mean,
Herndon,
he's a
though.
little tall. Yeah, it's not she's not a Disney character, but like you really remind me of Miss Frizzle. And like all the
I
she
get
is
that a
an
lot.
icon.
I actually
Yes.
called Miss Floyd Miss Frizzle all of freshman year.
you
It's why she gave.
totally did.
It's why she gave me a nickname because
Yeah.
she actually because and I started calling her Miss Frizzle, and then she was like, "Okay, you're Twix."
Yeah, I've gotten Miss Frizzle probably my entire teaching career, so I'll take that as an extreme compliment. I'm not gonna wear the dresses with the dinosaurs.
It's okay.
But I will wear chemistry shirts, see?
Period.
Chemistry,
Oh.
chemistry.
I didn't even see that. What was your Christmas cheer?
Next topic.
I wanted to ask you, what's your experience in being a girl dad? 'Cause you have
I don't
two
know. I don't
daughters.
know what that means in the sense. I'm a dad of girls, but it's like I reckon because my daughters both did sports.
They're not girly.
They're like not. I mean, they would wear dresses and stuff, but they both did sports. They both of them did sports in college. One went to math education. One's working on a degree in chemistry. So like all those stereotypes that people have of girls, my girls didn't follow those stereotypes. So when you say, what was your experience being a girl dad? I was just a dad of girls. Everything that you would do for a boy, I did with a
So
girl.
you didn't do the frilly pageants and that kind of stuff?
No, we did not.
You didn't get your nails painted when you were
No.
You know, like girl talks.
No.
Never.
Well, I guess also like when it comes to like girls and stuff in their teenage years and stuff, they usually say girls have like a moment where they like, I don't know, like crashed out. And so like I think that's also a part of like the question and stuff, like because sometimes it's difficult to raise a girl.
I mean, my daughters didn't really deal with it. I mean, they just went through and plugged along. I mean, I think I just never experienced all those things that people say you're supposed to experience with girls. We just plugged through life.
Dr. Floyd has been like
Through it.
everything, like every single chapter in the book, she's got it. So she's just looking at you like,
That's
yeah,
nice.
must be nice. Must be nice.
Well, I feel like right now, like the same thing is like with my parents and stuff because I'm not really giving them hardships as a girl, and so it's like, so even like when it comes to like being at the school I am at now and stuff, like I'm not doing where I'm like going out making them worry and stuff every night and stuff like they usually say that teenagers do.
We didn't have that problem.
And your parents appreciate that more than you know.
So, are there any final thoughts you'd like to share with the audience?
He's been in this thing.
Or maybe
for
any
days.
last message
What
you'd like to.
are some of the last thoughts I'm supposed to give? Like today's the first day of the rest of your life. Make wise decisions.
He tells us that every day when we leave to make wise decisions.
It's good advice though.
It
Good.
is.
What's a message you'd like to share out with the world? Something you'd like to be victorious for?
Well, the three things that I always share with you guys in class are kind of life lessons. So the three things I always say is, first of all, follow directions. It will literally save your life one day. Second, the smarter you are, the funnier life is. Pick up a book every now and then. You might learn something and you might get a joke that you didn't get before. And the third thing, work smarter, not harder in life. Life is already like sucky and difficult. Don't make it worse on yourself.
Oh gosh, sure more. No.
No? Yeah. All right. Well, thank you guys for tuning in to our third episode. We, again, appreciate the both of you so much.
Thank you for asking.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for coming in tonight. We hope to see you soon. Bye, Trailblazers.
Bye, Trailblazers.